It's been a long road. It's like
when
I look back at it, where I've been, where I'm at right now, like you still don't even like believe it, but it's like I still need to get over that hurdle where people still don't believe in you. Still, people are still looking for excuses of why you beat this guy, why you beat that guy, why you don't deserve the title shot.
But isn't that always the case? And then all of a sudden you're the fucking man. Like that was Charles Oliveira, right? For the longest time, people thought, oh, he falls apart. And then all of a sudden everybody had to go, you know what? He's the fucking man. You know, until Islam got a hold of him, he was like a completely different entity than he was like back when Cub Swanson knocked him out.
Yeah, when you look at the way his career is, the way like people don't give him enough credit for that, and the way he dominated some of the best guys.
Oh my God!
Once he was in his title reign,
when he beat Gaethje, the way he beat Chandler, I mean, my God.
But you mean now people know how good Islam is. People weren't respecting him the same way I feel like I'm not getting respected, and then now when he plays with him like that, beats him on the feet, and then finishes him on the ground. I think that now people are realizing, all right, well, Islam isn't all talk. Like when DC and all of them are saying that, like he's going to be better than Khabib. Now they're realizing it.
Anybody who said it was all talk is a fool. If you watch the way he submitted Drew Dober, he just smushed him. Yeah. I'm like, there was no getting up there. It was just a matter of time before he put the smush down on him.
Training with those guys, I tell people, I'm like, if you never train with the guys from Dagestan, from somebody on their team, you don't know what it feels like. It's not regular jiu-jitsu. Like it's like quicksand where you're in there, you think you're moving, you're looking for a way out. I'm really good at flow rolling and everything. And I'm training with them my last camp, and I'm like, I cannot move with these guys. None of them. Like everybody on their team has that same style, same pressure on top, and I'm feeling it. And I'm like, I need to change what I do in Chicago. I need to change what I'm doing because these guys are so dominant with the way they play, the way they grapple. It's like they're going to beat everybody. Nobody's going to mess with them.
What is the difference?
For the mentality, I think is a big thing too. When you're rolling with somebody new, you'll get a flow roll with them. You'll play around to see how they're feeling. With them, they don't have that at all. I'm not going to lose a round. I'm not going to lose a minute when I'm going against you. If this is our first time roll with each other. I'm on my back. I'm going to my back, starting on my back, and I'm like, all right, let's move. So I'm trying to play like guard, trying to go for armbar or anything like that. And then Khabib just yelling at me, get up. We're not playing jiu-jitsu. This is get up. This is MMA. We're not playing jiu-jitsu. You're on your back. You're losing. And their mentality is, let me hold you down because I'm not going to lose this round. I'm going to stay on top of you. I don't care if I'm in your guard the whole time and I'm just staying on top of you with pressure. You just lost. Even though the round's over, I'm sitting there like, man, we haven't done anything. It's like, I'm just laying on my back. You haven't done any pressure, no ground upon or anything. But I just lost because I'm on my back. And I figured that's their mentality. They don't want to lose any round in practice. They don't want to lose any minute in grappling. If they get taken down, they're popping right back up. It's not, let me get taken down. Let me play on my back a little bit. Let me flow a little bit like that. No, it's rough, hard. And I think that's what transfers their mentality into the cage when there's no let me warm up here. It's like right into it. Khabib goes in there, he grabs you, he holds you down. You never felt it before because his strength is another level, and that's why I feel like a lot of these guys break once they feel it.
I would be really interested to see. I mean, the best guy off his back, arguably in the lightweight division, is Olivera, and Olivera really couldn't do anything with Islam. I mean, he gave, some difficulties. He made it. He got into the second round. It was work, but he didn't really threaten, where he threatens everybody off his back. That's the thing about Olivera is like he'll catch you on the feet and he'll trade with you on the feet because if you drop him, he gladly goes to his back to invite you into his guard.
Yeah.
But with Islam, he couldn't do a damn thing.
Yeah, a lot of those guys before Islam were afraid to go to the ground with him. Like Gaethje dropped him a couple of times, Chandler dropped him, and then they stood up. It's because you had that fear. With Islam, it was like, I don't care. He's gonna feel what it is on the ground. Like they always say, Sambo is better than jiu-jitsu, and he just has that mentality. Like I want to beat you at your own game. And the way he tapped him out from half guard with that arm triangle, I'm like, nobody's ever treated Olivera like that.
Well, that squeeze must be another level.
Yeah, I would roll with him, and that first week, he's catching me with like an anaconda choke every time I'm going with him, and it's just squeezing. I'm like tapping, and then Islam is nice, so like he'll tell you like you need to do it this way, and he'll show me the technique with it. When Habib's on top of you, he's like breaking me at every single point, and I'm asking him for it. No, brother, you just got to keep going. And I'm like, all right, cool. So the next time he does it, he's just on top of me again. He's like mounting me, then I'm turning, giving him my back, and then he's like just laughing as he's talking to the guys outside of the cage as he's on top of me, and I'm feeling like disrespected, but it's like, this is the Khabib. But like, at least like Islam, he'll be like, brother, do this way, do this. This is the way you get out of it.
He's
so
giving you some tips.
Yeah, so by the third week, he wasn't catching me with any more, but his squeeze is a different type of squeeze.
They have a very, very disciplined camp, right? Like, you have to have your hair cut a certain way. Like, you can't be fucking around showing up with blue mohawks or nothing crazy. Like, it's very disciplined, right?
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why they're all successful. I feel like when Khabib walks into the room, it's like an army. We all get up, we all stand in line. He'll stand in line, he'll point to who's sparring hard in the cage, because it's a different type of sparring too, where normally for us, we have a sparring day in Chicago, or most teams I've trained at, we'll have a sparring day like Monday or Wednesday, where it's, for them, they're doing everything every day. It's small glove sparring every day, then right after that, you're taking off the gloves and you're grappling every day. Then right after that, you're going in the cage and you're wrestling on the cage every single day.
Small glove sparring every day.
But it's light, so it's where it's, you don't want to knock, you're not trying to knock each other out.
Right.
But then if he points to you that you're going to your hard sparring, then you're going in the cage with big gloves on. And those guys we're going hard, and he's cornering, and then Javier Mendez is in there cornering, so you're getting that real fight feel. For me, I was down there with him for 5 weeks, so Khabib would corner his guy, and my coach Lewis Taylor was down there with me in Dubai, and he would corner me. So it's like, it's a real fight feel. The guys outside of the cage will sit there, peek in. So you get those little nerves that you would get in a fight. And I'm sparring with somebody, his cousin Abu Bakr, who's also in the UFC welterweight. You're sparring with somebody really not used to. So you also still have that tension that you feel like, I don't know what this guy's going to do. He's not one of my normal training partners where I know, well, he's got a good left kick or he got a good cross. I know what he's going to bring to the table. It's like, no, it's a real fight feel every single time, because I don't know what he's going to bring to the table. He doesn't know what I'm going to bring to the table. And we have two corners cornering each other in there. So when it's your hard sparring, you're in the cage. When it's not hard sparring, you're outside of the cage. You're doing a little bit of technique. Then it's light sparring going.
So was this camp going there and training